What's up, guys? It's SuperKamiGuru9000. I'm Corey, and with me is Christian, and this is our review of Naruto Chapter 556.
So, the beginning of Naruto Chapter 556 starts off with the Mizukage, the French Mizukage. We're going to have to really put on a French voice for this episode. Oh my god. So, the French Mizukage has got his cooking oil all over Gaara's sand. And actually, we think it's like a chakra water of some kind, because it's just clogging up the sand, and Gaara's absolute defense is not absolute anymore.
So the Mizukage is being a pretty stereotypical villain by monologuing, and while he's doing this, this gives Onoki a perfect opportunity to fly up in the sky and get ready to hit him with his dust element technique. Unfortunately for him, he has no more chakra, so he's pretty much screwed, you'd think. But he actually has another cool new technique that we've never seen before. He starts flying down Dragon Ball style. I know we say that all the time. That's totally what this is turning into. But he creates this giant rock fist that goes around his regular fist, and he comes right down on the battlefield and he hits it directly. And then we learn that that was actually the clam the whole time. And it's just really, really cool looking. And then he uses this other part of the technique when it actually makes contact. It actually just explodes the clam completely. It's really, really cool looking. Unfortunately, this results in Onoki getting his back broken.
My back!
So knowing he can't use his dust technique, he decides to use another brand new technique, the rock fist technique, where he creates this layer of rock around his own fist and has this giant rock fist, and he flies down at him Dragon Ball style. And I know we say that all the time, but it's totally turning into that. And he just hits the clam dead on, and you know when they show this in the anime series, they're going to show it from 3 different angles. Boom! 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 Boom!
So after the old Tsuchikage's back goes out, the French Mizukage lines up like the kill you shot. It's like this execution style thing. And he just Hody Joneses his ass to death. And
he thinks he can use Spirit Gun.
Yeah, he thought he could use it. It was actually a clone. And it turns into sand and it starts sealing him. And the real old man gets away, and Gaara saves him, and he gives him some props. He's like, fist bumps, though.
So things are looking bad for the Mizukage. Well, they're about to get a little bit worse because Gaara has a brand new technique that we see. You know, before he always just had the desert coffin, you know, or even had the funeral technique. Mm-hmm. Now he's got one where he creates this giant sand pyramid over them, and it just compresses down and crushes them completely. And this is pretty much, you'd think, the end of the Mizukage. You know, they start getting ready to seal him up. But apparently, no, the Mizukage is a little more powerful than, you know, we thought. All of a sudden, there's this gigantic explosion, and, you know, the sand pyramid don't mean shit anymore. It just explodes out of, you know, it's like something out of friggin' Independence Day. And all of a sudden, there's this giant cloud of explosions, and buried within that appears to be the silhouette of a face. And apparently this is some sort of ridiculous technique that was mastered by the Mizukage that was also used apparently by Mu, which is an infinite explosion technique. And that's where the chapter sort of comes to a mysterious close. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Okay, so what did me and Corey think of Naruto Chapter 556? It was good. The action side of it, solid, 100%. It's just, I guess I just care about Naruto and the main character, so I was kind of sad about, like, this development. But that's the thing about Naruto. It develops its secondary characters so well, and I'm sure there are a lot of Gaara fans out there that really love this chapter. Just, I'm not one of the big Gaara fans, so it was just an okay chapter story-wise for me. And, but a lot of cool things happened. We didn't necessarily move the story along, but moving a fight along could be considered moving a story along. And it was a good chapter.
Yeah. I totally agree on the fact that the story side kind of got brushed over a little bit more for the action. I do like Gaara a lot, and I like Onoki a lot. I like the fact that the author is making an attempt to see that all these characters keep getting to use new techniques. That at least keeps things a little refreshing all the time. It's like, alright, there's Onoki, he's about to use another dust technique, cool. But the author went on a different end and decided to use another technique, that rock fist, which I thought was really cool. Especially when we made it, like, explode the clam up and everything. That was really awesome. And the whole thing with Gaara creating that giant pyramid. And then just the bit at the end. I'm not quite sure what to make of that technique. I'm not sure if that's, like, just a giant puff of smoke and there's something behind that we can't see yet. Or if that's a bunch of explosions constantly going off and there's a face buried in there somewhere. I mean, it's kind of mysterious, and that's a great tool by the author to make us want to read next week by ending it that way. You know, the only question I have to ask really is, where the hell is Naruto during all of this? Is he
I
just
know.
like watching on the sidelines?
It's kind of plot convenience to not have him there, like
Yeah.
I was saying, for the secondary character development story-wise, but literally it makes no sense. Like, he was right over there fighting,
Yeah.
and now he's like, well, oh, just chilling, eating some ramen, you know, like, what is he doing? Guess what, guys? This week we're giving Naruto a 8 out of 10. For most of the reasons we just talked about. It was a solid chapter, just, you know, wasn't main characters, and it wasn't necessarily story, more so fight story getting moved along. And, you know, 8 is definitely way above average, though, and hopefully we get some awesome resolution next chapter, and maybe get back to some of the main characters or see Sasuke. That'd be cool.
Alright guys, it's time for that question of the week, and this one I have for you is a confusing one, because I really don't know what the hell's going on with it, but what is the Mizukage's technique, and what does it do? I want to know what you guys think it is. Is it just some sort of crazy transformation? Is it some sort of infinite explosion technique with a face in it, like something from the Mummy? Just let us know with your comments below. And if you want to just let us know what you thought about the chapter, leave those comments too. Skibbly bop bop bop! Welcome! It's time for Whoring Out for Other Videos time, where we whore out our videos to you, the viewer! Fucking Hollywood.
Okay, welcome to the Whoring Out. First, you guys, I want to mention that I had this conversation with my friend Kat, and I made a video called Cool Chicks That Like Anime, so go check that one out. It's a really fun video, and I'm sure I'm going to try to make more of them, so, you know, go check it out. Next, I have Corey back here, which has a Gundam retrospective. Which one is it, Corey?
It's 0083 Stardust Memory.
It's an awesome one. Honestly, it's my favorite one that Corey's done so far, and that's as a fan, not as just his friend on YouTube. Also, I have some test footage that I put out with my brand new video camera that is really awesome, and you have to watch it in 1080p, and it looks great. And I'm excited about my video camera because next weekend, me and Corey are going to AWA, which is an anime convention here in Atlanta, and I'm excited about it. And we got my new video camera, and we got a lot of great ideas. Okay, if you want to see what we can do at an anime convention, go check out our MomoCon video from this year. It's another con in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's a lot of fun, and we had a great time making that video, so go check those out too, you guys. Okay, until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000, out.